who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses. You've got it?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
1:8:21.
Mm-hmm.
You have it?
Yes.
Is it?
So,
Slovak?
it's English, but I will translate. Takže vzdávam úctivé poklony Najvyššiemu Pánovi, ktorý sa stal synom Vasudeva, ktorý je potešením Devaky. Je to chlapec Nandu a ostatných pasáčkov Vrindavanu. A on je on dáva život kravám a zmyslom.
Good?
Yes.
Okay. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Follow. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Nanda Gopal Komaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Nanda Gopal Komaraya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Nanda Gopal Komaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Nanda Gopal Komaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Nanda Gopal Komaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Oh. Hare Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Chinamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvasesha Sanyavari Pastachare Shatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just to wake us up. Maybe somebody can be on guard if anyone dares to fall asleep. I don't know what the next time schedule is. Maybe, I don't know where his man Sankarshan Prabhu, I don't know, he's busy. But I presume that we're having arti for the Lordship at some point of time. And what is the schedule? Someone can find out and let me know. Well, that you can't follow that. That's all upside down. We haven't followed 1 minute of it so far, I don't think. You have to ask the boss. The schedule you have is not necessarily being followed. Spontaneous devotion. So on this auspicious occasion, actually now, let's see, what time have we got? We've got 10 o'clock Slovak time. And of course in Vrindavan in India, already they've observed that auspicious moment when Sri Krishna appears in this world.
Takže táto priaznivá udalosť, máme 10 hodín teraz.
We use the word appearance, but as she's already there, he manifests himself at that moment. He's always present. And he manifests himself in the heart. Usually we just sang the beloved, the son of Vasudeva. Vasudeva means the son of Vasudeva. So he's the son of Vasudeva, we saw in the drama.
No, takže on sa nezjavil len v tom momente, on je samozrejme stále prítomný a zjavil sa ako syn Vasudeva.
And of course of Devaki.
Devaki.
He's also the son of Nanda and Yasoda.
Čiže synom Nandu a Yashoda.
Quite, you could say, understood usually that, you know, the story we didn't actually complete the story exactly, but it was almost completed, of how Vasudeva took the baby across the river Yamuna to Gokul and swap the baby with the baby of Mother Yasoda.
My sme skoro nedokončili ten príbeh, ale samozrejme skoro bol dokončený, takže to je o tom, ako potom Vasudeva zobral Krishnu do Gokuly a ho vymenil s tým dieťaťom.
Commentators give slightly different, let's say, descriptions of this activity.
Máme tiež rôzne popisy tejto aktivity.
And the activities of the Lord are very mystifying.
Takže tieto aktivity Pánu sú veľmi mystické.
Very captivating.
Vlastne také strhujúce.
Captivating. So this particular one, of course, is very famous, how Krishna was born in Mathura in the prison house of Kamsa.
Samozrejme, je to veľmi slávne, ako Krishna bol narodený vlastne vo väzení v Mature.
Vasudeva then went to Gokul and swapped the baby over.
A Vasudevan potom išiel do Gokuly a vymenil.
It's understood Mother Yasoda was also pregnant at the same time as Devaki. Simultaneously they gave birth to children.
Že matka Jašoda, ona bola zároveň tehotná vtedy, keď aj Devaki, takže oni naraz porodili.
Mother Yasoda gave birth to a baby girl.
A matka Jašoda, ona porodila dievča.
If we look carefully in Srimad Bhagavatam, especially to the commentaries on the Bhagavatam, we understand that Mother Yasoda gave birth to 2 children.
A keď sa pozrieme lepšie na tie komentáre Srimad Bhagavatamu, tak tam je popísané, že matka Jašoda vlastne porodila 2 deti.
A baby boy and a baby girl.
Dievča a chlapca.
Normally people only hear of the baby girl.
Väčšinou ľudia počujú iba o tom dievčati.
Actually Krishna's sister.
Čo je vlastne Krishnova sestra.
Subhadra Devi.
Subhadra Devi.
And we saw in the presence of Kamsa that Subhadra manifested as Durga Devi, an expansion of Subhadra.
Vidíme, že v prítomnosti Kamsu sa Subhadra vlastne to bola teda Durga Devi, ktorá sa
gave Kamsa
zrodila ako Subhadra.
What's the word we use? Gave him the sauce.
A dala Kamsovi, tak pravíme, že sauce.
Piece of her mind, so to speak. Then it's another story. We're back to Vasudeva carrying Krishna across the Now this comes up quite a few times, this subject matter of is Krishna born of Devaki or is he born of Yasoda? How does this work?
Veľakrát sa pýtajú ľudia, že ako to je vlastne Krishna sa narodil od Devaki alebo Jašode?
You'll probably find some devotees will say one or the other or both.
Niekto hovorí, že jedné, niektorí, že oboje.
Both true in one sense.
Obidve sú pravda.
What's the news on the schedule?
Yes. So till 11 p.m. Class.
Okay.
Then raffle.
Brussels?
Raffle. Tombola.
Tombola.
Až do 11. bude lekcia.
Tombola is a raffle, isn't it?
And then 11:45 is Bhogarati.
Tombola or Kirtan, if Tombola finishes earlier, just have that will be taking place here or in the temple?
Bhogarati there.
Tombola will be here?
Here.
Okay.
Tombola bude tu, Bhogarati v temple.
Okay, so now it is 10:45. Okay, fine, fantastic. Thank you. So anyway, just to let's say put it in a little perspective, according to the Acharyas, the comment of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sanatan Goswami, and others also, Veera Raghava, and others who commented on this pastime, there are slightly different, let's say, realizations or visions of this pastime.
Takže podľa rôznych ačariov, napríklad podľa
they're all completely transcendental,
a iných sú rôzne náhľady na túto situáciu, ako to popisujú a realizujú.
Purifying to hear, fascinating.
Je to očistujúce, keď to počúvame, je to fascinujúce.
Inspirational for us to find out more.
A nám to dáva inšpiráciu, aby sme našli
the more we want to hear about Krishna, the more we want to know about Krishna. The more we know, the more we want to hear.
O Krishnovi tým viac chceme vedieť a čím viac o ňom vieme, tým viac chceme počúvať.
This is the way we channel this, you could say, tendency for our wandering intellect to search and find out what's going on in the world. This is the real, you could say, the real world which we're hearing about.
Takže túto tendenciu, čo máme, že chceme počuť o tom, čo sa deje v svete, tak môžeme ju tu nazamestnať a počuť o skutočnom svete.
Simple story is that Vasudeva takes baby Krishna, who again has assumed a two-armed form, of course, across the river and replaces the baby girl with a baby boy.
Takže Vasudeva berie tú dvojruku podobu Krishnu cez rieku a ho vymení za to dievča.
And Yasoda is described, she was so tired that she didn't even know that whether she given birth to a boy or a girl.
A je popísané, že Jašoda, ona bola tak unavená, že ani nevedela, či porodila dievča alebo chlapca.
Of course, when she awoke, she saw the baby boy there.
A samozrejme, keď sa zobudila, tak videla tam chlapca.
Not knowing anything about the baby girl.
Nevedela nič o dievčatku.
And consequently, it's understood that Krishna then becomes the son of Yasoda.
No a následne vlastne chápeme, že Krishna sa stal synom
But
Jašody.
as many of you have read or heard, that there's more to it. Even the general understanding of all the acharyas is the same. And you see many times references there in the Bhagavatam how Krishna is the son of Yasoda.
A vidíme, že v písmach vlastne všetci ačariovia sa vzťahujú k tomu tak, že Krishna je syn Jašody.
Krishna never takes a step out of Vrindavan.
A Krishna nikdy nerobí ani krok z Vrindavanu.
That the Krishna born of Devaki is a little different than the Krishna born of Yasoda.
A ten Krishna, ktorý sa zrodil z Devaki, je trošku iný ako ten, čo sa narodil v Jašode.
What is understood is that Devaki, rather Yasoda, gave birth to twins, boy and a girl.
Takže je pochopené, že teda Jašoda, ona dala, teda porodila dvojičky, chlapca a dievča.
When Vasudeva placed the baby born of Devaki onto the bed,
Devaki o Jašoda?
the baby born of Devaki, Vasudeva placed that baby on the bed.
Že keď Vasudev dal vlastne toho chlapca, ktorý sa zrodil v Devaki, dal ho na posteľ.
Picked up the baby girl born of Yasoda.
A zobral to dievčatko od Jašody.
And the baby boy born of Yasoda was also there.
A ten chlapec, ktorý vlastne sa narodil v Jašode, bol tiež tam.
The baby which Vasudeva brought over, born of Devaki, merged into the little baby boy born of Yasoda.
A ten chlapec, ktorého tu niesol, ktorý sa zrodil z Devaki, tak on splynul a vlastne vstúpil do toho chlapca, ktorý sa zrodil v Jašode.
And even Srila Prabhupada describes this in indirect ways more.
So, on to popisuje takým nepriamým spôsobom.
When demons, for instance, come to appear to attack Vrindavan or to try to attack Krishna,
že keď prišli démoni, aby napadli Krishnu a Vrindavan,
that is the baby born of Devaki who kills the demons, not the one born of Yasoda.
Takže ten, kto zabíja potom tých démonov, je to dieťa, ktoré bolo narodené z Devaki, Vasudev, Krishna.
So there's Devaki Nandana and Yasoda Nandana.
Takže je tam Devaki Nandana a Jašoda Nandana. Oni sú rôzni, odlišní.
Well, they're both Krishna, but they're different forms or expansions. Devaki, the son of Devaki, is an expansion of the son of Yasoda.
A oni sú obidvaja najvyššia boská osobnosť, ale sú rôznymi expanziami a ten syn Devaki je vlastne expanzia toho syna Jašody.
As we heard this morning, the full form of Krishna is a son born of Nanda and Yasoda.
Ale vidíme, že tá plná podoba Krišnu je ten syn, ktorý sa narodil Nandovi a Jašode.
The son born of Devaki and Vasudeva is also Krishna, but doesn't have the same sort of, let's say, ras, the same taste, the same mood.
A ten syn, ktorý sa narodil Devaki a Vasudeva, on je tiež Krišna, ale on má proste inú rasu, inú chuť, náladu.
There's a tinge of reverence there. A tinge of reverence.
Small piece.
Že je tam taká trošku v takej nálade úcty.
And we see, for instance, the parents of Vrindavan Krishna.
Tak vidíme, že tí rodičia, ktorí sú rodičmi Vrindavanského
I sometimes
Krishnu,
get them mixed up. The parents, I think, were Drona and Dara.
Oni sa predtým zjavili ako Drona a Dara.
And that's described there how they were desiring to have the Supreme Lord as their son.
Je popísané, ako oni túžili potom mať najvyššieho pána za syna.
And they were performing devotional service.
A oni robili oddanú službu.
And the parents of Vasudeva and Devaki, in their previous life, one could say, They were Sutapa and Prishni.
A Vasudeva Devaki v svojom predchádzajúcom živote boli Sutapa a Prishni.
And they were undergoing austerities.
Oni robili odriekanie.
Regulated principles.
Regulatívne princípy.
In order to get with the intention of receiving Krishna as their son.
A oni to tiež chceli vlastne Krishnu za syna.
Slightly different mood.
To je trošku iná nálada.
Spontaneous mood of Drona and Dara, and the more reverential mood of Krishna, Sutapa and Prishni.
Takže ten Drona a Dhara, oni mali viac taký spontánny mood a tá Prishni a Sutapa, oni mali viac taký, teda tú náladu úcty.
So they are understood to be the eternal parents of the Lord in these two different moods.
A oni sú považovaní za večných rodičov Najvyššieho Pána v týchto dvoch náladoch.
How does that work? It seems like they became eligible by their service to receive the Lord as their son.
Takže takto to funguje, že oni vlastne svojou oddanou službou dostali tú schopnosť alebo možnosť mať ho za syna.
It's described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, you'll see. It is described there that actually, for instance, Drona and Dara are expansions of Nanda and Yasoda.
A v Srimad Bhagavatame vidíme popis, že Drona a Dara sú expanziami Nandu a Yashodu.
They expand to show the path of Raga Bhakti.
Oni sa expandujú, aby ukázali cestu Raga Bhakti.
And Vasudeva and Devaki expand as Sutapa and Prishni.
A Vasudeva Devaki, oni sa expandujú ako Sutapa a Prishni.
And they show the process whereby the Lord appears.
A oni
in
ukazujú...
the darkness. Our heart is like a prison. We're like in a prison.
Oni ukazujú proces, akým vlastne sa Pán zjavuje. My sme ako napríklad v tom väzení.
And when their original forms appear, they merge into those forms.
A keď sa originálna podoba Pána zjaví, tak ona sa splnie s ostatnými.
Literally speaking, Vasudeva means pure goodness.
A to znamená, že doslova Vasudeva znamená čisté dobro.
Literally the meaning of Vasudeva is not even the goodness of this world. It's the goodness of devotion to Krishna.
A to dobro není dokonca ani dobrom, ktoré poznáme v tomto svete, ale je to čisté dobro.
It has no tinge of material morality or material desire of any kind.
Není tam ani štipka nejakej materiálnej morality alebo niečo takého.
Complete focus on Krishna, the Vasudeva state or Shuddha Sattva state.
Je to Vasudev stav, Shuddha Sattva stav.
It's the consciousness of, you could say, the spiritual consciousness.
Môžeme povedať, že je to duchovné vedomie.
Vasudeva is also, in one sense, we could say, teaching us how in the darkness of our heart Krishna can appear.
A Vasudev on nás tiež učí, ako v tej temnote nášho srdca sa môže Krishna zjaviť.
Now another aspect of this is Devaki.
A iný aspekt je Devaki.
Devaki was very afraid of Kamsa.
Devaki, ona sa veľmi bála Kamsu.
Kamsa had already killed 6 of her children.
Kamsa už zabilo 6 jej
It
detí.
appeared her 7th child was a miscarriage.
A že to posledné dieťa bolo potrat.
And now we heard in the beautiful drama, which the ladies performed earlier, wonderful drama, how the 8th child, how beautiful Devaki was appearing.
A videli sme aj krásne divadlo, kde vlastne sa tam
And how Kamsa was terrified, realizing this must be his death personified in the womb of Devaki.
A Kamsa, on úplne sa bál, triasol, že to bude to dieťa.
So there's two things here. One, Vasudeva is cultivating, or you could say represents the cultivation of pure devotion.
Takže Vasudev, on reprezentuje kultiváciu čistej oddanosti.
Devaki represents fear. Kamsa represents material sense gratification personified.
A Kamsa, on predstavuje materiálne uspokojenie zmyslov ako
One time Prabhupada said,
a Devaki strach.
Prabhupada said one time, the problem with my disciples is they're not afraid of Maya.
Prabhupada hovorí, že problém je, že moji žiaci niekedy sa neboja Máje.
They're still attracted to Maya's show.
A stále sú priťahovaní tou show Máje.
Well, that's manifested in the behavior of Kamsa.
To bolo manifestované v
absorbed in material endeavor, sense enjoyment.
tom správaní Kamsu, pretože on bol absorbovaný v tom uspokojením zmyslov.
You could say it's a little allegorical, but it's also a reality. She's afraid of him. She's afraid of material sense gratification. She doesn't want to go there.
A bolo to aj troška alegorické, ale je to aj akože realita, že ona sa bála istou cestou toho uspokojovania zmyslov materialistického.
Vishaya chariya kabe shudahabe man kabe hama hirabo Shri Vrindavanam. Beautiful song. Narottam Das sings. If we want to enter into Vrindavan, one has to give up this desire for sense gratification.
Že keď chceme vstúpiť do Vrindavanu, tak musíme sa zbaviť tej túžby po zmyslovom požitku.
Krishna doesn't appear in a heart where material desires are still prominent.
Krishna sa nezjaví v tom srdci, kde sú ešte prominentné materiálne túžby.
He only reveals himself in a purified heart.
On sa zjavuje iba v očistenom srdci.
So Devaka's heart was also pure. She didn't want to have anything to do with the intentions of Kamsa.
A Devaki, ona bola čistá, ona nechcela mať nič spoločné s tými pohnutkami Kamsu.
So in this way, Krishna appeared in the mind or in the heart of Vasudeva.
Takto Krishna sa zjavil v srdci alebo v mysli Vasudeva.
And it's interesting, Prabhupada uses the word initiation. That Vasudeva initiated his wife.
Je zaujímavé, že Šrila Prabhupada tam používa slovo zasvetenie, že Vasudev, on zasvetil svoju ženu.
Because Krishna was in his heart, he then impregnated not by seminal discharge, but on a transcendental plane. That Krishna was then awoke. He appeared in the mind of Devaki.
A Vasudev, on ju zasvetil, pretože mal Krishnu v srdci, ale nie tým, že by dredal semeno, ale bolo to vlastne transcendentálne, že ju zasvetil tak, že potom sa zjavil Krishna v mysli Devaki.
Very deep and serious matter.
To je veľmi hlboká záležitosť.
How the Vasudeva represents the spiritual master.
Vasudev, on reprezentuje duchovného učiteľa.
And he initiates his wife like a disciple.
A on zasvetil svoju ženu ako žiaka.
Because the spiritual master has Krishna in his heart.
Pretože duchovný učiteľ, on má Krishnu v svojom srdci.
What's that song?
Aká je tá pieseň?
You have Krishna, how does it go? What's that song? You can give him to me.
Tá
Which
pieseň,
song is
že
that?
ty máš Krishnu
I'm running,
a
oh
môžeš
yes,
povedať
oh hey Vaishnava Thakura.
Ohe Vaishnava Thakura.
Krishna se tomarara, Krishna dite para, tomara shakatiyache. Amito Kangala, Krishna, Krishna Bali, Daitava Pache Pache. I'm simply running after you, calling Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. You have Krishna, I want Krishna.
Ja iba bežím za tebou a volám Krishna, Krishna, ty máš Krishnu, daj mi Krishnu.
It's the pure devotees. They carry Krishna's in their heart.
Pretože čistí ľudia, oni nesú si Krishnu v svojom srdci.
Pure devotees, Krishna manifests in the presence of the pure devotees.
Pretože v prítomnosti čistého ľudného sa Krishna
Prabhupada's
manifestuje.
appearance day.
Zajtra je zjavenie Šrily Prabhupádu.
Hopefully we'll be able to enter into the mood or the spirit of service to those pure devotees.
Tak dúfame, že budeme schopní vstúpiť do tej nálady služby takýmto čistým
We can
odaným.
point the direction towards these pure devotees, at least we should try to.
Mali by sme sa snažiť ísť smerom takejto čistej odanej služby.
By their grace, Krishna will manifest in our heart.
A ich milosťou sa Krishna manifestuje v našom srdci.
This is initiation, actually, the awakening within the heart of the disciple of Krishna consciousness.
Takže toto je vlastne zasvetenie, to prebudenie Krishna
We
vedomia.
understand it's a process, so we're receiving the process, but the ultimate fruit is not just the process, it's the result is the awakening of Krishna within our hearts.
Takže my dostávame proces, ale samozrejme cieľom není proces, ale výsledkom je, že my teda prebudíme Krišnu v našom srdci.
We're worshiping the Lord within our heart.
My uctievame Krišnu v svojom srdci. Stále myslíme na Krišnu v srdci.
So some commentators also say that when Mother Yasoda gave birth to the twins, that Krishna ordered Yogamaya, form of Subhadra, he ordered her to take that baby boy to Mathura.
Tiež niektorí komentátori hovoria, že keď Jašoda porodila tieto dvojičky, tak Krishna dal Yogamaji pokyn, aby ona zobrala toho chlapca do Mathury.
And the baby born of Devaki merged into that child, and Vasudeva brought that child across the river to Vrindavan. To Gokul, rather.
Ten chlapec od Jašody vlastne splynul s tým chlapcom teda od Devaki a potom prešli cez
Then the question comes up, Krishna, Vrindavan Krishna, Shamsundar, never leaves Vrindavan.
Ale Krishna Shamsundar nikdy neodchádza z Vrindavanu.
So that is also, you could say, emphasized, clearly explained when Akrura came to Vrindavan.
Taktiež je tam zdôraznené, je to veľmi jasne vysvetlené, keď Akrura prišiel do Vrindavanu.
Pastime of the Lord, orchestrated by the Lord.
Tak to bola teda zábava, ktorá
on the order of Kamsa, Akrura crossed, went to Vrindavan.
Akrura prišiel teda do Vrindavanu.
And Krishna and Balaram agreed to go with him to Mathura.
A Krishna a Balaram oni súhlasili, že s ním pôjdu do Mathury.
On the river Yamuna there's a place which is now called Akrura Ghat.
Je tam také miesto, ktoré sa nazýva Akrura Ghat.
It's there that Akrura stopped. He went to take his bath in the river Yamuna on the journey to Mathura.
To je vlastne miesto, kde sa Akrura zastavil, aby sa okúpal v Yamune.
Lo and behold, when he was in the river Yamuna, he had an amazing vision.
A on keď sa kúpal v Yamune, tak mal úžasnú víziu.
He saw the Lord on Anantashesh.
Videl Pána na Anantasheshovi.
Four-armed form.
Štvorúku podobu.
The Vasudeva form of Krishna.
Vlastne podobu Vasudeva.
On the resting on the lap, you could say, of Anantashesh.
A on odpočíval vlastne na Anantasheshovi.
Lord Vishnu on Anantashesh.
Pán Vishnu na Anantasheshovi.
So he was overwhelmed in ecstasy in one sense, but perplexed in another way.
Takže on bol taký úžase.
He saw Krishna and Balaram were on the chariot, and then they appeared to have transformed into a four-armed form and the form of Anantashesh.
Ale pretože on mal Balarama a Krishnu na tom voze, ale oni sa v jednu chvíľu akoby transformovali na Vishnu a na Anantasheshovi.
Why? Because that spot where they were bathing happened to be the junction between Vrindavan and Mathura.
A prečo? Pretože to miesto, kde sa okúpal, tak sa chápe, že to je ako keby nejaký prediel alebo hranica medzi Vrindavanom a Mathurou.
We see the same thing in Jagannath Puri. On the Rath Yatra festival, there's a junction between Shri Kshetra, which represents Dwarka, and Vrindavan.
My to vidíme aj na Rath Yatre v Jagannath Puri, že je tam také miesto, kde je hranica medzi Shri Kshetrou
the Gaudicha Mandir is Vrindavan.
Dvarakou. Gaudicha Mandir
the whole mood
je Vrindavan.
There is the mood of Vrindavan.
Celá tá nálada je tam vo nálade Vrindavanu.
Jagannath Kshetra, the temple Shri Kshetra is the mood of Kurukshetra, the mood of Dwarka.
Takže celý ten chrám Jagannath Puri, tak Shri Kshetra, to je v nálade Kurukshetry, to je mood Vrindavanu.
They're different moods.
A sú to rôzne zábavy, sú tam rôzne nálady.
So the Krishna indeed in Dwarka is perfect.
Krishna v Dwaraka je tiež dokonalý.
It is an expansion of Braj Leela.
To je to expanzia v
But it is tinged with reverential service.
Ale je to troška zmiešané s tým, s tou službou v úcte.
Mathura is more perfect.
A Mathura je ešte dokonalejšia.
And Vrindavan is most perfect.
A Vrindavan je najdokonalejší.
They're all perfect. Some are attracted here, some are attracted there.
Niekto je priťahovaný tu, niekto tam.
Most people, of course, are attracted to the baby form of Krishna, no doubt, but the understanding is not, let's say, complete.
Takže väčšina ľudí je priťahovaní k podobe malého Krišnu, ale nemajú úplné pochopenie.
So, by the grace of these eternal associates, those who are actually in this mood of spontaneous devotion, they have given this opportunity to, let's say, cultivate or develop this form of devotion.
Ale vďaka tým, ktorí už majú tú realizáciu, tak oni vlastne spontánne oddanej služby, tak môžeme aj my zakúsiť toto.
Completely free. This is Vrindavan. There is not a tinge of the reverential worship of Mathura or Dwarka.
Takže vo Vrindavane tam nie je ani štipka tej nálady takej
pure love in its essential form.
Úcty, ako je to v Mathura alebo Dwarake. Tam je čistá láska, esencia čistej lásky.
We're going to just read something now from various places about why Krishna appears. We normally hear why he appears from Bhagavad Gita.
Budeme z rôznych miest čítať teraz, prečo Krishna sa zjavuje. Už vieme aj z Bhagavad Gita, že prečo.
We'll take it a little bit deeper.
Ale pôjdeme hlbšie.
Yada hi dharmasya glani bhagavati bhavata. The famous verses are there. Paritanaya sarinam vinasha chadushkitam and so on. Which we heard in the drama actually.
To sme už počuli, tieto verše.
And most people this is more or less what they understand is completely correct, but it's perhaps not giving a deeper understanding of the meaning.
Takže toto pochopenie je správne, ale nedáva to úplne také hĺbšie pochopenie toho významu.
What are religious principles, for instance?
Napríklad, aké sú náboženské princípy?
Is the reverential religious principles of this world, the do's and the don'ts.
Sú také náboženské princípy tej úcty k Bohu, čo máme, nemáme robiť.
Free us from, karma and so on.
Snažia sa nás oslobodiť od karmy a tak ďalej.
There's, generally speaking, at least in Naimitika Dharma, the world, religion of our world, there's very little information or indication or means of connecting with the personal form of Godhead.
Takže v tejto Naimitike, ale vlastne v tomto svete máme vlastne náboženstvo, kde vlastne veľmi málo sa tam akoby hovorí o osobnej, personálnej forme Pána.
The word normally used for religion, at least in Sanskrit, is dharma.
To slovo pre náboženstvo hovoríme dharma.
Dharma, Prabhupada described many times, is not exactly what people think it means in terms of, let's say, a religious practice.
A dharma, Prabhupada vraví, že není to, čo ľudia si myslia, čo to znamená vlastne ako...
Dharma means that which is constitutional.
Pretože dharma znamená to, čo je konštitučné.
Without the word Sanatana in this world, that dharma means that we're simply engaged in trying to serve or satisfy our senses.
Bez toho slova Sanatan predtým, dharma znamená, že sme zamestnaní a snažíme sa nejak uspokojiť alebo zamestnať svoje zmysly.
Sanatan means eternal.
A Sanatan znamená večný.
Thus we have Sanatan Dharma.
Takže máme aj večnú dharmu Sanatan Dharma.
And the path which leads to Sanatan Dharma.
A máme cestu, ktorá vedie k Sanatan Dharma.
Slightly different. It could be also connected with the understanding of Dharma in the mundane world.
Ale tiež môže to byť troška spojené s pochopením dharmy v tom materiálnom svete.
Krishna doesn't come, his pure devotees don't come to teach us to be materially pious.
Ale Krishna a oddaní neprichádzajú preto, aby nás naučili byť materiálne zbožní.
They don't come to teach us to become elevated to the heavenly planets.
Ani aby sme sa pozdvihli na nebeské planety.
They certainly don't come to teach us to become sahajas or mayavadis, that's for sure.
A tiež nás neprišli učiť, aby sme boli sahadžové alebo mayavadis, to je jasné.
What do you say, perverted understanding.
Ale nejaké iné pervertované.
And there are many who do, by the way, follow these, what they call apasambradayas.
A je veľa tých, ktorí nasledujú aj apasambradayas.
Unbona fide bona fide practices in the name of Krishna consciousness.
Rôzne praktiky.
They teach the practice which leads to spontaneous devotion.
Ale oni nás učia praktiku, ktorá vedie k spontánnej oddanej službe.
Some teach the path which leads to reverential devotion.
A niektorí učia aj cestu, ktorá vedie k tej oddanosti s úctou a bázňou.
The reverential devotion usually leads up to Vaikuntha.
Väčšinou tá oddanosť s úctou a bázňou vedie na Vaikuntu, tam, kde je štvorúka podoba. To je tá podoba, ktorá sa zjavila pred Vasudevom a Devaki.
It could be that there's further development, there's an intense attraction towards serving Krishna in a more intimate way, but not in the same intimacy of Vrindavan.
A samozrejme, môže tam byť aj tendencia slúžiť Krishnovi viac intimnejšie, ale nie je to isté ako vo Vrindavane.
One may worship the Lord in the Vaikuntha mood.
Pretože oni uctievajú Pána v tej nálade Vaikunta.
Or even in the Dwarka mood.
Alebo v Dvaraka nálade.
Which is wonderful, but it's not the same as the Vrindavan mood.
Je to nádherné, ale nie je to isté ako v Vrindavane.
So the acharyas come according to the prema, the Lord reciprocates according to the loving emotions of the devotee.
Acharyavia hovoria, že Pán vlastne odpovedá alebo reciprokuje podľa našej prémy, podľa tých milujúcich pocitov oddaného.
As they surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly.
Takže podľa toho, ako sa mi odovzdávajú, podľa toho ja im odpovedám.
If that's our mood, Krishna will appear in that way.
Takže podľa toho, aká je naša nálada, tak Krishna sa v takejto forme zjaví.
Many examples are there even in our Gaudiya line of devotees whose affection towards the Lord was of a different nature.
A máme veľa príkladov aj v našej Gaudiya Vaishnavskej Sampradaji, že niektorí oddaní mali trošku inú teda náladu voči Krishnovi.
Even knowing that the pastimes of Radha and Krishna or the Vrindavan pastimes were imbued with qualities much deeper and more extensive than those of other pastimes.
Dokonca aj vedeli o tých zábavách Radhy a Krishnu, že vlastne je to oveľa také hlbšie vlastne.
But this is the free will of the living entity to be attracted by the Lord in various ways.
Ale je to vlastne slobodná vôľa tej živej bytosti byť priťahovaná Pánom rôznymi spôsobmi.
So the Lord appears to awaken this eternal. This is our real constitution, in which way we serve the Lord.
Takže Pán, on sa vlastne zjaví v tej podobe, akým spôsobom my jemu slúžime.
The Lord and his devotees come ultimately, not preliminary by the way, but in due course of time, to awaken our real Dharma.
Takže Pán, on príde nie hneď, ale po nejakom čase, teda, aby nám ukázal našu skutočnú dharmu.
Nitya Dharma.
A to je Nitya Dharma, večná
eternal
dharma.
Constitutional position or relationship with the Lord.
Takže tá večná konštitučná pozícia alebo vzťah s Pánom.
The foundation of that relationship is dasya ras, or the service.
Základná teda vzťah alebo základný bod je dasya ras.
So as long as the living entity has any inclination of any kind towards material sense gratification, then only this, they could say, rasa, dasya rasa, is emphasized in our practice.
Takže pokiaľ živá bytosť ešte stále má nejakú inklináciu k materiálnemu požitku, tak v našom živote vtedy ešte teda dávame zreteľ na tú dasya rasu.
And by practicing bhajana kriya or service, devotional service in practice, and becoming cleansed of anarthas.
A keď vykonávame bhajana kriya, čiže oddanú službu v praxi, tak dojdeme k očisteniu anart.
And coming to the stage of nishta, at least fixed, undisturbed devotional service, freed from desires for sense gratification.
Tak potom po očistení prídeme na úroveň ništa, kedy vlastne my sme očistení od akýchkoľvek túžby po uspokojení zmyslov.
That at that stage a real attraction for the Lord may develop.
A na tejto úrovni skutočná teda príťažlivosť k Pánu môže byť teda vyvinutá.
Their stage now is speculative, mixed, imperfect, call it as you will.
Sorry.
At our stage,
na tejto úrovni
it is imperfect.
Je to
or incomplete. We understand we're servants. Beyond that, what can we say?
Takže
time will tell.
My vlastne tam chápeme, že sme služobníkmi, ale nevieme nič iné. Nevieme povedať nič iné.
So initially, we hear the Lord comes, people may worship Him in reverence, very few really understand Him.
Takže ľudia prichádzajú k Pánovi, mnohí ho uctievajú s bázňou úctou, ale málo kto ho chápe.
The pure devotees come. Their goal may be of a higher nature, but they're teaching us ABCs of Dharma, or spiritual reality.
Takže v skutočnosti čistí oddaní, tá vec môže byť oveľa hlbšia, ale oni zo začiatku prídu a nás učia to ABC do tej
follow these principles, regulative principles.
Nasledujte tieto princípy, regulatívne princípy.
Even our worship of Radha and Krishna, Prabhupada said, is in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan.
Dokonca Prabhupada hovorí, že naše uctievanie Radhy a Krishnu je v nálade Lakshmi Narayana.
To the stage of Vasudeva and Devaki in one sense.
Takže v podstate ako keby sme mali prísť v určitom zmysle na tú úroveň Vasudeva a Devaki.
Then one may cross into Vrindavan.
A potom môžeme prekročiť do Vrindavanu.
Where Krishna manifests as Vrindavan Krishna.
Kedy sa Krishna manifestuje ako Vrindavanský Krishna.
This is the business of the Lord and His devotees, and that's why they're meaning establishing religious principles according to the time, place, and circumstance.
Takže toto je vlastne úlohou biznesom Pána a jeho oddaných, aby ustanovili vlastne to náboženstvo podľa miesta, času, okolností.
The deeper purposes are to enliven His devotees.
Samozrejme aj preto, aby teda
certainly deeper than killing demons. Enlivening His devotees.
Oddaných a aby zabil démonov.
If the demons are killed,
aby osvetil alebo oživil oddaných je oveľa dôležitejšie ako zabíjanie tých démonov.
Enlivening the devotees doesn't really have a real meaning in one sense.
To ožívanie oddaných v skutočnosti nemá akože nejaký zmysel.
We're sort of mixed devotees, there's something there, but we're still carrying demons in our hearts.
Pretože my sme nejak oddaní v určitom zmysle, ale stále máme v srdci démonov.
So we understand from Bhagavatam especially we hear how those demons are killed by Krishna.
A taktiež vidíme v Šrimad Bhagavatame, že tieto démoni
not killed by the Vrindavan Krishna, they're killed by Mathura Krishna.
Zabití môžu byť Krishnom, ale nie Vrindavanským Krishnom, ale tým Krishnom z Mathury, čiže Vasudev Krishna.
Vaidhi Bhakti.
Čiže pomocou Vaidhi Bhakti.
The performance of Vaidhi Bhakti, following in the footsteps of pure Vaishnava, can kill these demons within our heart.
Tým, že nasledujeme Vaidhi Bhakti a kráčame teda v stopách Vaishnavov, čistých oddaných, tak môžu byť títo démoni v našom srdci zabité.
Just like the 6 sons of Devaki who were killed by Kamsa, one by one. 6
synov Devaki, ktorí boli jeden po druhom zabití Kamsom.
They also represent enemies or that which is blocking our spiritual progress.
A oni tiež predstavujú nepriateľov alebo to, čo blokuje náš duchovný pokrok.
Enemy means anyone who is, let's say, stopping or trying to stop covering our devotion.
Čiže nepriateľ znamená hocičo, alebo hoci to, čo sa snaží vlastne nejakým spôsobom zastaviť naše rozvoj oddanosti.
6 sons are none other than lust, greed, anger, envy, illusion and madness, of course.
Samozrejme, tých 6 synov nie je nič iné než hnev, chamtivosť, závisť, ilúzia.
They have to be killed.
Oni musia byť zabití.
And then Baladev, of course, appears in that womb of Devaki.
A potom sa Baladev zjaví v lone Devaki.
In his expanded form as Anantashesh.
V svojej expandovanej forme ako Anantashesh.
Cleanses the womb.
On vyčistí to lono.
In one sense, cleanses, prepares the way. The spiritual master then prepares the way for pure devotion.
A vlastne ako duchovný učiteľ on pripraví cestu na čistú oddanosť.
So when our heart becomes Vasudev, then Vasudev appears.
A keď srdce sa stane Vasudev, tak vlastne Vasudev sa
Let us just
zjaví.
read a little bit nectar here.
Takže budeme čítať
From
nektár
various places.
z rôznych miest.
Krishna, this is from the first canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 11, text 39.
Je to z prvého kanta 11. kapitola 39.
Prabhupada says, Krishna descends along with his entourage to display a complete picture. You won't be able to find it, I'm sorry. It's like one sentence at a time. You have to listen carefully. Just look at the book, come closer and translate. You may want to come closer. Krishna descends along with his entourage to display a complete picture of the transcendental world, where pure love and devotion for the Lord prevail.
Krishna on zastupuje s celým osadenstvom, aby ukázal úplný obraz svojho transcendentálneho sídla, kde čistá láska a oddanosť k Pánu prevláda.
And then from the 10th canto, chapter 12, text 5, Prabhupada writes, Krishna comes down to teach us how we can enjoy with him on the spiritual platform in the spiritual world. Not only does Krishna come, but he personally displays his pastimes in Vrindavan and attracts people to spiritual enjoyment. Oh, sorry.
Krishna prichádza, zastupuje, aby nás učil, ako my môžeme vlastne si užívať s ním na duchovnej úrovni v duchovnom svete. Nie len, že on prichádza, ale on taktiež osobne ukazuje svoje zábavy vo Vrindavane a priťahuje ľudí k duchovnému pôžitku.
See how attractive Krishna's pastimes are, isn't it?
Že vidíte, ako je priťahujúce.
Even ordinary people sometimes are attracted.
Dokonca aj obyčajní ľudia sú
His childhood pastimes. His childhood pastimes.
Jeho detské zábavy.
For those who are a little bit, especially people who they like to hear war scenes. They like to hear something, almost inconceivable. Krishna's killing of demons, the battle of Kurukshetra, so many things. People are attracted.
Takže aj tie detské zábavy, napríklad ľudia sú priťahovaní, chcú niečo také...
Not necessary.
Akože
not necessarily eligible to enter into them, but we're attracted.
Vlastne napríklad zabíja démonov a tak ďalej, robí niečo veľké.
And for devotees, of course, as we heard this morning, they're never satiated. They want to hear more and more and more and more.
A samozrejme pre oddaných vieme, že oddaní nikdy nie sú uspokojení, že chcú počuť o Krišnovi viac, viac a viac.
Even the teachings are nectarian.
Dokonca aj tie učenia sú nektár.
Sanjaya's, his hair is standing on end when he hears Krishna speaking Bhagavad Gita.
Sanjaya jeho vlasy stali dúbkom, keď on počul o Krišnovi.
To hear more and more and more.
A keď hovoril Bhagavad Gitu, chcel počuť viac a viac.
Parikshit Maharaj again and again expressing this eagerness to hear more and more about not just Krishna, but about the path leading to Krishna.
Dokonca aj Parikshit Maharaj on chcel počuť viac a viac nielen o Krišnovi, ale o celej tej ceste, ktorá vedie ku Krišnovi.
The energies, the expansions and so on of the Lord.
O rôznych expanziách Pána.
They're satisfying, but there's more, and then we want to hear more, and then more satisfaction, until one comes to the 10th canto of Bhagavatam.
Takže aj tieto podoby sú uspokojujúce, ale je tam viac, chceme počuť viac a počúvame a potom až prídeme nakoniec k 10. spevu Bhagavatamu.
His most confidential pastimes hidden in the heart of the pure devotee.
A to sú tie najdôvernejšie zábavy, ktoré sú skryté v srdci čistého oddaného.
He gives us this the pure devotees give us this direction so that that which is hidden is in our heart. Nityasiddha Krishna Prem is already in our heart. Is revealed as our heart becomes purified.
Takže tá Krishna Prema, ona je v srdci, ale keď sa srdce očistí, tak vtedy je nám to vyjavené.
That path of purification.
Takže je to tú cestu očistenia.
And then we read in the 4th canto Bhagavatam.
Potom v 4. kante Bhagavatamu čítame.
Prabhupada says, Parakiya ras or paramour love is prevalent in Krishna Loka, where Lord Krishna lives. One sentence at a time. Go for it.
Šrila Prabhupada hovorí, že parakiya rasa, alebo vlastne tá milostná láska je na Krishna Loka, teda prítomná, kde Krishna žije.
This planet is called Goloka Vrindavan. And, although Lord Krishna lives there perpetually, he also expands himself in millions and trillions of forms.
A na tejto planete, tá planeta sa volá Goloka Vrindavan a hoci pán Krishna tam žije neustále, on sa taktiež expanduje v miliónoch a triliónoch podobách.
There's another unique factor is that although Krishna may appear in this world along with his associates, that doesn't mean that they're not there in Goloka Vrindavan for some time. They're always there.
Takže keď sa pán manifestuje v tomto svete aj so svojimi spoločníkmi, tak to neznamená, že sú tu a že chýbajú v duchovnom svete, oni sú tam stále.
His eternal associates also expand themselves into various pastimes to serve the Lord.
Takže aj jeho spoločníci, oni sa expandujú do rôznych zábav, aby slúžili.
They take different forms for different purposes.
Oni príjmajú rôzne podoby za rôznym účelom.
Krishna expands and manifests certain aspects of his opulences in different forms.
A Krishna sa expanduje, manifestuje rôzne podoby a opulencie v rôznych podobách.
Krishna's always, another unique feature of Krishna's pastimes is that they're in this, even in this material world, as it's called, the external energy, they're always visible somewhere.
A ďalším takým črtom Krishnu je, že tie zábavy sú stále niekde v hmotnom svete prítomné.
Prabhupada gives the example of the sun.
Napríklad Prabhupada dáva ten príklad slnka.
Right now, we can't see the sun.
Napríklad teraz nevidíme slnko.
It's nearly 11 o'clock at night.
Takže je skoro 11 hodín v noci.
But somewhere, perhaps we're in Europe, maybe in New Zealand, it's now 11 o'clock in the morning.
Ale možno niekde na Zélande, Novom Zélande je teraz 11 hodín.
The sun may be maybe seen in the sky.
Takže možno oni vidia to slnko na nebi.
All the time the sun is there. It's going round every moment. Somewhere there's 11 o'clock.
Takže slnko je tam stále, len proste niekde teraz je 11 hodín ráno.
Always. But it's not seen. We only see 11 o'clock at one moment of the day.
Ale nevidíme ho. Vidíme ho len v jednom momente.
Next moment, the next moment.
A niekde
Krishna's pastimes are like that. It's like all of them are always existing, but they're only seen to us during this little window, wherever we are, that little window that we can see. So they're passing by like a film reel, like that.
Takže Krishna, on vždycky existuje niekde a my len vidíme také malé okienko práve tam, kde sme.
It is described that they're slightly different millenniums, different universes. Pastimes the same, but the interaction with the material world creates slight differences.
Je povedané, že v rôznych miléniách, dobách tie zábavy sú rovnaké, ale tá interakcia s materiálnym svetom troška vytvára také iné.
Sometimes you see slightly different descriptions of these pastimes.
Niekedy aj sú tam trošičku také odlišné popisy tých zábav.
In different millenniums, or to say days of Brahma, or different universes, there can be slight differences.
Že v rôznych miléniách, alebo dňoch Brahmy, alebo v iných vesmíroch môže to byť trošičku rozdiely.
Different persons are entering into the pastimes, for instance.
Napríklad aj rôzne osoby iné vstupujú do tých zábav.
Either as demons or devotees.
Môžu to byť aj démoni, aj oddaní.
Like that, it creates a slightly different flavor in that particular situation.
A v tých konkrétnych situáciách to potom dáva takú inú náladu.
Anyway, back here we go, 4th canto Bhagavatam.
Ideme 4. kanto.
In one of such forms, Krishna appears on this material planet in a particular place known as Vrindavan Dham, where Krishna displays his original pastimes of Goloka Vrindavan in the spiritual sky in order to attract the conditioned souls back home, back to Godhead.
V jednej z takýchto podôb Krishna sa zjavuje v tomto hmotnom svete alebo na tejto materiálnej planete na určitom mieste a toto miesto sa volá Vrindavan Dham. Krishna tam vlastne ukazuje svoje pôvodné zábavy z Goloky Vrindavany v duchovnom svete kvôli tomu, aby pritiahol podmienené duše späť domov k Bohu.
You know we were attracted to the material world?
Sme priťahovaní materiálnym svetom.
Why?
Viete prečo?
Generally, in this universe, conditioned souls are attracted to the material energy.
Whether they are
I'm giving a statement and then I'm asking a question. That generally people are attracted to the material energy.
Takže vo všeobecnosti ľudia, oni sú priťahovaní materiálnou
energiou. And the question is why?
A tá otázka je prečo?
Not a very long question.
Nie je to veľmi dlhá otázka.
Why?
Prečo? Because it's Krishna's energy?
It is. It's an expansion of Krishna. Krishna is all attractive.
Expanzia Krishna.
As they surrender, Krishna rewards accordingly.
So
even in the material world, the attraction towards sense gratification, objects of the senses, because it is a form of Krishna. His body, physical body, is an expansion of Krishna's form in the case of human body, but the energy of the Lord is Krishna in one sense. Different. The attraction is devoid of devotion.
Ale tá príťažlivosť je to, že není tam oddanosť.
The nature of the living entity is to be attracted.
Proste tá prírodzenosť živej bytosti je, že je priťahovaná.
We know from Lord Kapila Dev's teachings, when that same attraction, prasangam ajaram parsham, when that same attraction which we have for material sense gratification is transferred towards devotional service or towards the pure devotees of the Lord.
Pán Kapila Deva, on vysvetľuje, že tá istá príťažlivosť, ktorú máme k hmotným veciam, k tomu svetu, tak vlastne sa transformuje potom na príťažlivosť k najvyššiemu pánovi.
That same attraction which keeps us bound up in the material world becomes the cause of our liberation.
Tá istá príťažlivosť, to priťahovanie, ktoré spôsobí to, že sme vputaní v hmotnom svete, tak takisto spôsobí tá istá príťažlivosť oslobodenie.
In the association of devotees, satam prasangam mamavira samprido bhavanti vidkarna vasayana kataha, that the attraction to hear and chant about Krishna or whatever form of the Lord it is, awakens.
Takže táto príťažlivosť, keď načúvame vlastne o akýchkoľvek podobách Krishnu, tak je tá príťažlivosť oživená.
That time is running out and we've got to finish this little section here. The real purpose of Krishna's appearance was to manifest how one can take part in loving affairs with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The real purpose.
Skutočný účel Krishnových zábav bolo manifestovať a ukázať, ako osoba môže sa zúčastniť v tých milostných aférach s najvyššou božskou osobnosťou.
Reciprocation of loving affairs in ecstasy are possible only in Vrindavan.
Tá reciprocita milostných afér v extázi je možná iba vo Vrindavane.
Therefore, just after Krishna's appearance as the son of Vasudeva, the Lord immediately left for Vrindavan.
Preto hneď po Krishnovom zjavení ako syn Vasudeva, Krishna hneď odišiel do Vrindavanu.
In this example, Krishna wants to experience the most pleasing, deepest, sweetest pastimes, but they're only to be experienced in Vrindavan.
Pretože Krishna on chce zažívať tie najhlbšie, najsladšie zábavy, ale to je možné iba vo Vrindavane.
That was from the 9th canto of Bhagavatam.
Z 9. kanta.
Sri Krishna came to impart bhakti to the fallen souls.
Sri Krishna prichádza, aby dal bhakti poklesným dušiam.
Where did I get to? Yeah. Not ordinary bhakti, which aims at liberation, but Raganuga bhakti, which consists of intense loving attachment to Krishna called prema.
A nie len obyčajnú bhakti, ktorá sa zameriava na oslobodenie, ale Raganuga bhakti, ktorá pozostáva z intenzívneho pripútania, milujúceho pripútania ku Krishnovi, ktorá nazýva sa prema.
This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Prabhu. Any of Krishna's avatars can award him mukti or liberation, but only Krishna and Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu give prema bhakti.
To je z Chaitanya Charitamrity, že každý Krishnov avatar môže udeliť mukti, oslobodenie, ale iba Sri Krishna a Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dáva prema bhakti.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj explains the twofold purpose of Sri Krishna's divine appearance.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj vysvetľuje dve významy Krishnovho zjavenia.
One, to propagate Raganuga Bhakti, so that devotees may enjoy prema rasa and Krishna's madhurya, the sweet taste of pure ecstatic love of Krishna.
Poprvé, aby propagoval Raganuga Bhakti, aby oddaní mohli vlastne užívať prema rasu a Krishnovú madhuryu rasu, čiže sladkú chuť čistej extatickej lásky ku Krishnovi.
And of course the internal reason of Lord Chaitanya's appearance, to enjoy the prema rasa of his pure devotees.
A po druhé, aby si užíval prema rasu svojich čistých oddaných.
Prema rasa niyasa karite ashvadan, raga marga bhakti loke karite pracharam, vasika shekhara Krishna parama karuna, edui haite ichara udgama. Lord Krishna's desire to appear was born from two reasons.
Krishnova túžba zjaviť sa bola zrodená z dvoch dôvodov.
Krishna wanted to taste the sweet mellows of love of God.
Krishna chcel zažívať sladké nálady lásky k Bohu.
And he wanted to propagate devotional service in the world on the platform of spontaneous attraction, Raga Marga Bhakti.
A chcel propagovať oddanú službu vo svete na úrovni spontánnej pritiažlivosti Raga Marga Bhakti.
Thus Krishna is known as supremely jubilant and as the most merciful of all.
A takto Krishna je známy ako na najvyš jubilant, na najvyš radosný a ako najmilostivejší zo všetkých.
This is not so much, you could say, understood in general what is Krishna's mercy.
Takže toto vo všeobecnosti není veľmi chápané, že čo je vlastne Krishnova milosť.
Sometimes, of course, in our movement, this is a subject matter we haven't touched on much, of course, we have no eligibility, but a subject matter which is not very much emphasized.
A toto v našom hnutí je vlastne téma, ktorá není veľmi zdôrazňovaná.
Sometimes even the word Raganuga Bhakti, stop.
Už dokonca aj keď počujeme niekedy slovo Raganuga Bhakti, tak sa trasieme, že
Sahaja.
Nie, Sahaja.
Maybe.
Možno.
Well, that's not some other group, not us.
Ale to je iná skupina.
But that's the goal of Srila Prabhupada's mission.
Ale v skutočnosti to je cieľom misie Šrilu Prabhupádu.
The internal goal.
Vnútorný cieľ.
The mission to bring pleasure to Krishna.
Je to misia toho, ako dať
the real Dharma.
Pleasure Krishnovi potešenie,
to please Krishna.
ako Krishnu potešiť.
And this is what pleases Krishna the most. We should desire.
A to, čo Krishnu teší najviac, to by sme mali chcieť.
We want to please Krishna the most. So externally, yes, preaching Krishna consciousness.
Takže áno, akože z toho vonkajšieho uhlu pohľadu je to kázanie Krishna vedomia.
But Krishna's purpose of coming was to bring us back to our constitutional position.
Ale význam toho, prečo Krishna prišiel, bolo, že chcel, aby nás doviedol späť v našej konštitučnej pozícii.
To attract us towards this mood of raga bhakti.
Kvôli tomu, aby nás teda pritiahol k tej nálade raga bhakti.
But not prematurely.
Ale nie predčasne.
And this English word, premature, is a very nice word.
To anglické slovo predčasne, to je veľmi nádherné
Maybe you've heard
slovo.
me say it before. Premature, it has the word prema in it. Prema?
To slovo premature má tam
I call it prema too early, prematurely.
Čiže prema too early, prema príliš skoro.
Maybe it means nothing in Slovakian, but in English it's a play on words.
Možno, že v slovenčine to nič neznamená, ale je to slovná hračka v angličtine.
Prematurely, Prabhu. Prema too early.
Prematurely, Prabhu.
We're not ready.
Prema too early.
But we have to hear about it.
Ale mali by sme o tom počúvať.
It doesn't mean we are here exclusively, but we have to know what our goal is.
A nie, že exkluzívne len o tom načúvame, ale mali by sme vedieť, čo je náš cieľ.
If you watch a sports event, but there's never a goal, it's not really satisfying.
Že keď pozeráte nejaký
It's
šport,
not
ale
complete.
nie je tam nejaký gól, tak to veľmi ako není uspokojujúce, není to
Play
kompletné.
forever and never score the goal.
Že hrať navždy, ale
Know what
nikdy
the goal
nedať gól.
is. At least we have to know what the goal is.
Aspoň by sme mali vedieť, čo je to gól.
And if we're not ready yet to score it or to reach it, we at least know.
Takže mali by sme to vedieť aspoň, aby sme to mohli dosiahnuť.
Like Prabhupada said, these pictures, these paintings are like windows to the spiritual world.
Prabhupada hovoril, že tieto obrázky sú ako okná do duchovného sveta.
Krishna's pastimes are windows to the spiritual world. We're looking in through the window at these pastimes.
Krishnove zábavy sú okná do duchovného sveta. My sa pozeráme cez tieto okná.
We want to go there, then we have to pay the price to go there. If you want to go on holiday, you have to pay the price.
Ale keď tam chceme ísť, tak musíme zaplatiť cenu. Keď chceme ísť na dovolenku, musíme platiť cenu.
Beautiful advertisement, a holiday resort somewhere.
No, vidíme rôzne reklamy, je tam nejaký dovolenkový rezort.
The Tatra Mountains or something.
Alebo nejaké hory Tatry.
And you want to go there. Looks beautiful, looks fun, looks exciting, yes.
A vyzerá to tam úžasne, je to vzrušujúce, áno.
Well, Krishna's pastimes are full of intrigue, they're full of excitement, they're the most attractive.
Ale Krishnove zábavy sú plné toho nadšenia, sú úplne príťažlivé.
They completely eclipse all the various joys and pleasures and pastimes of the universes.
A úplne predčia všetky tie vlastne požitky a rôzne zábavy v tomto vesmíre.
We've learned what is the price, how do I go there, what's the visa?
Ale aká je cena, ako tam pôjdem, ako získam víza?
Krishna's, in one sense, Krishna is devotees, they're like travel agents, so they come into this world to try to entice us to go back to Godhead.
A v jednom zmysle tí oddaní Krishna, oni sú ako cestovná kancelária, oni vlastne dávajú spôsob, ako tam cestovať.
This is our real natural constitutional place, the spiritual realm.
Ale to duchovné...
Not the Brahma Jyoti and certainly not the material world.
Duchovná platforma je naša konštitučná pozícia a určite nie Brahma Jyoti alebo materiálny svet.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I see we're all sleeping. Anybody awake? Anybody asleep? Put your hand up if you're asleep. I'm half asleep. Almost, maybe more than half. I'm trying to keep going. Anyone fully asleep, put your hand up.
Keď niekto zaspal, tak nezdvihne.
Put their hand up for them. My eyes are burning. what to do. Hare Krishna. So there's a glorious way, path of Lord Chaitanya, the chanting of the holy names, to wake us up, Jiv Jago, and also to attract Krishna.
Takže ten slavný spôsob toho čajtaňového hnutia Pána Chaitanya je spievať sveté mena a vlastne nás prebudiť Jiv Jago.
He's very attracted by the pure chanting of the holy name. Krishna is very attracted by the pure chanting of the holy name.
Krishna je veľmi priťahovaný, keď spievame sveté meno čisto.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're calling, please engage me in your service, my Lord.
A my takto voláme, Krishna, alebo Pane, prosím, zamestnaj ma v svojej službe.
Please free me from my attraction to Maya.
Prosím, osloboď ma od mojej príťažlivosti k Maji.
So now we're having a very important event called Tombola to free us from material attraction. Fix our attraction towards selfless, unconditional, unmotivated, pure devotional service. But I do hope I get a prize. A surprise and a prize, yes. The real prize is beyond and above this. So we hope you what to say. Develop or enhance or enforce one's attraction for pure devotion. Nice word, enhance.
Nice word.
Yeah, it's a nice word. We hope that you will enhance, enforce your attraction for pure devotion.
Takže dúfam, že tieto slova vlastne podporia
by hearing something about Krishna.
To, aby ste boli priťahovaní k načúvaniu a vlastne vás podporia v čistej oddanej služby.
Tombola Yagya Ki Jai.
Tombola Yagya Ki Jai.
At least it will keep you awake.
Aspoň zostanete.
We have more attraction for that than we do hearing Bhagavatam.
Asi k tomu viac sme priťahovaní, než počúvať Bhagavatam.
Thank you so much for your association and whatever is remaining of the official day of Janmashtami. May it become a very Krishna conscious experience.
Tak
děkuji za vaši společnost.
Děkuji za vaši společnost.
Kalinda is very tired, I can tell that. She's more tired than me.
Je pro vás velice hluboký Krishna vědomý zážitek.
A prajem, aby toto Krishna Janmashtami bol pre vás hlboký duchovný zážitek.
Shri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Go Premanandi.